So that was, we've been more like kind of chopping around in a low range. The range started to expand yesterday. So just something to kind of keep an eye on, even like in general, like you could see even like TQQ and stuff, could have been played yesterday. So you got nice range expansion in the market. So like see these like little candles that we've been having. Then you've got like this kind of big one over here that's finally taken out this range, and then yesterday you had that MPC. So that's good. You're getting a range expansion in the markets where we were getting more of a choppy, low volatility environment, and then the market came out of nowhere just gangbusters yesterday, and you started to see a real run in some stocks that have been bottoming and just been sitting around, like Roku and stuff that really had been like kind of drifting down for like a good month, and you ended up seeing not only a run in it but also like really a lot of good follow through, right? I mean, this is your quintessential kind of quick pullback buy. You're not going to really get like an easier type of quick pullback buy like that. And you want to see like when you start to see like a healthy market, what you want to see is ORBs, quick pullback buys, and then VWAP plays later in the day. That's telling you that, okay, setups are working and that the market itself is showing, like healthy moves. So I think that's going to be pretty hot. So I'd still keep this on watch for a day two, by the way, if it starts to take out 62. On the gapper side of things, I didn't see anything that I really like that much. I would give all these like B minuses. This DPZ is, decent over here, but it's a little bit pricey and there might be a spread on it. So I give that a B, but I'll still watch this one for an ORB. I've seen this one a couple times on earnings take off, and it does have pretty good range. And plus, just like sitting around the chat room all day saying DP could be kind of fun too. Fuck that one. This burrow looks like it could be breaking out too. Watch this trend line over here. This one's probably got a little bit of a lower float than some of the other ones. And it should move a little bit more aggressively. If it can get over 170, some of these type of stocks, like they can rip like 5-10 points right on like a 1 minute ORB. It doesn't look like it could be sexy, right? Because you're like, it's fucking, Burlington Coat Factory or whatever. But due to the share structure and the pricing of it, they can have like those kind of elongated moves right at the open. But usually once they're done, right, and that opening push is done, it punishes everybody that's trying to like buy it off support after that. So you usually get what this type of stock, like one shredder, and then everybody else trying to buy the thing is stuck. I think the favorite out of the group is this IRBT. You got already a nice trender pre-market. This stock has a history of making dumping on news. I mean, we've traded this thing like on and off for years in the chat room, and we've seen like big down days on news quite often, and it's got a really low float on it, so like it can skip like dollars really quickly. For some of you guys probably remember this in 2018, like we had a kind of a 2-day run trading this thing back and forth, and it just was a shred lord. So hopefully we'll get an opportunity to crush this thing today. I think we got room down to 100. If we can ORB properly, that'll be my fave for the day. On the other side of things, I got Twitter on watch list for red to green. Watch this 40 mark in the red to green spot. This may have a little bit of juice. JMIA also opening up pretty strong. We're at a bounce spot now. That 32 to 33 zone has been holding, and you're starting to kind of curl out of like your range that it's been building. So when you look at charts, right, you always want to look at multiple time frames. Of course you have, like your support areas, right? But you want to see where the range is. So, if it can break and hold over 33 and start to build a pattern, I think it can work. The issue on this one is the volume is completely dried out, which means the liquidity is going to be bad. And then the other issue is, of course, going to be there'll be a spread on it. It was hard enough to trade when it was doing like 10 million shares a day, At 2 or 3 million shares, it could be e-liquid. It could be e-liquid, and at that point, you'll have to stay away or just trade smaller size. So we'll have to be mindful of that also. And then the rest of this stuff is just all junk. So short list for today. I just keep an eye on the go-tos: Roku, Twitter. Then we got, we still got ZM and pins in some of these for daily traders. If this JMEI has volume, then we'll take this thing in for the shred. Otherwise, we'll have a fairly short list. I know some people have been asked about Hassan's always got the biggest turd stocks on the list, but I don't know if I got anything. I don't know if this thing has got anything. This looks like more of a pop and a fade. PRPO looks all right. That might be more of like a swing stock right there. So you could probably put that on the list. Yeah, this MPP, I don't like when they kind of gap up into resistance, so that's not my personal cup of tea, but in general, yeah, you can mess around with this stuff and see, if it starts to clear some levels. Obviously if you can get over like 3 or something like that, you'll have a little bit more juice. ANTM's going to be in a tricky position the next couple days, because it's a bear flag on the daily and it's already kind of gapping down. It already went like green to red on the intraday in terms of the pre-market. So like that one definitely has a chance to kind of fade off. The issue on this one, obviously, it's been getting fade off for a while, so we'll have to see kind of how it reacts. But definitely one to watch. I'll definitely keep that one on watch too. I think that one's going to be pretty good. If that goes down, then right, what was the other one there? Kind of runs with it. Mo runs with it, and then United Healthcare runs with it too. So you'll have a handful of these ones. So let's go and do what we got to do. I apologize for being late. We got to go shred. I'll be in the chat room doing my thing. Let's chill.